Hello, namaste. A little bit more about Saraswati today. Did you know that Saraswati is also a very important deity in the Buddhist pantheon? She's considered to be a protective goddess. And it's said that she protects those who are on their spiritual path and really wanting to learn the teachings of Buddhism. If you pray to Saraswati, she'll protect you and keep you safe on your path. And here's a cute little story about her. So long ago, there was a man who was really obsessed with knowledge, and he just knew so much, and he read the scriptures all the time, and he really put a great value on sort of book learning and that kind of knowledge, and he wanted to pass it on to his son. But when his son was born and started to grow up, this man realized that the son didn't really care that much about books in the way he did. He sort of just wanted to play out in nature and hang out by the river all the time and play with his friends, and he wouldn't memorize the text, and he wouldn't memorize the mantras that his father gave to him. And his father got increasingly frustrated, like, why isn't my boy smart like me? I so wanted my boy to grow up and be smart just like me. And so one day the boy, he's an older boy, he's about a teenager, and he's walking along the riverbanks, and he hears a splashing, and a woman's in the river, and she's calling out for help, and she's splashing wildly, trying not to swallow the water as she's drowning. And so the boy doesn't even think twice. He jumps into the river, and he swims out to where she is, and he takes her, and he drags her back, and he takes her because she needs somewhere to go, and so he brings her back home with him. He sort of carries her all the way back and lays her out in the living room of the family's home and waits until she's dry again and helps her, gives her some tea and some rice. And the father's watching this, and he is just not happy. He's like, why? A woman? You brought a woman into this house, a wet, dripping woman with her clothes falling off of her? How could you do this? And the woman finally feels better, and she gets up, and as she gets up, she touches the boy's tongue with the tip of her finger. Just for 1 second, she just touches his tongue, and then she turns around and walks out. And then with that one touch, as she leaves, all of a sudden, the boy begins talking. The boy begins chanting mantras. The boy begins quoting scripture word for word, because that woman was Saraswati. And with just one little touch of her finger to his tongue, she gave him all the knowledge in the whole world, all the knowledge beyond that which his father possessed, because of his big, kind, and generous heart. Namaste.